Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some fan-made content that was created by fans of old school RuneScape, and there's honestly a ton of amazing community suggestions, and hopefully by giving them some publicity we could give them the possibility of one day making it into the game. Fun fact, we've actually had a Jagex developer themselves message us letting us know they watch our videos, which is, well, very humbling. Of course, all of the credits and sources will be linked down below, so make sure to go and support the original artists themselves. Anyways, without wasting time, let's go to number 1, in which we have Yetis of Arbjor by Rururupert. From now, I'm going to chop a lot of words, so I am sorry. This group of 3 big Yetis must be faced against by another 3 OSRS players in hopes to work as a coordinated team in order to secure the kill. It sounds cool, and that's because it would be cool. Inspired by the general lack of group content in old school RuneScape, Ruperts went on a mission to help fill some of the missing void. He went through a lot of work putting not only the visuals together, but also lore, mechanics, and other crucial details. If you want to read the lore, I encourage you guys to follow the link below, but for now we're going to take a much closer look at the mechanics of the boss and how it would fit the game. So basically each Yeti would use one of the 3 major combat styles outlined by the concept. They would also have 2 protection prayers active during the entire fight, and more uniquely however, the prayers would change periodically as combat went on. This would encourage equipment switching or player rotation. Placing a cherry on top, if any Yeti is not being attacked at all times, it will heal any other live Yetis at a very high rate. Now this sounds intense, brutal, but also fun. You'd obviously need a very coordinated group, but the accomplishment and satisfying feeling afterwards already sounds awesome. Their weaknesses would be fire spells and stabs. Their strengths are an immunity to freeze, obviously, and the ability to instantly kill any player who equips any god items. You gotta keep those out of the fight or these Yetis will mess you up. Their specials would be called Wind Wrath, and this allows the Yetis to call upon the power of the wind, and out of nowhere, mini tornadoes would begin to move sporadically about the area. If they are not avoided by the player, they will deal damage and drain prayer. They would be a superior Fremenic shield, which is an upgraded shield that can reflect damage back at opponents, similar to the Ring of Recoil. However, the shield would add a small chance to inflict poison as a bonus. Another reward would be the Fremenic Helm upgrade. It basically allows the Fremenic Berserker, Archer, or Farseer helmet to be upgraded with the horns of the legendary Yetis. All in all, I love this concept, and I think the idea of a team-based objective in the form of a unique boss is not only fun, but also extremely unique, and I think it's needed for something like old school RuneScape. And next up, we have the Colosseum, which is an ELO-based PvP arena created by Ohthatsnotgood. This arena is meant to bring a more balanced and intense PvP experience to RuneScape. The proposed idea would be to add a Colosseum to the far southern reaches of Varlamore, and you could go alone or with an ally in order to fight for various rewards. Players would compete competitively in 2 different leagues. Each league has its own leaderboard, and the matchmaking would be built from an ELO-based system in which equally skilled players face off. League 1 would require 75 attack, 99 strength, and 1 defense, 52 prayer, and 99 magic. League 2, however, requires 99 everything. This is obviously geared towards the high ranks, but it would be cool, and within the concept, the creator actually mentioned that he'd like players without the requirements to be able to play, and they'd be given the gear and stats but cannot win any sort of rewards in return, so it would be purely for fun. There would be 3 different game modes, including one being something called Core, which would make dying safe, items can be given, stats can be given, and matches are ranked. Then there would be Wager, which would be an extension of Core. Players can choose between 250k, 500k, 1 million, and 5 million matches to bid their money on. And finally, there's Hardcore. Deaths act as if the player was skulled, items are not given, stats are not given, and all matches are ranked. Hardcore will probably be appealing for a lot of the player base. In return, your victories are rewarded with points which can be spent for a reward at the reward shop. I'll post up some pictures here showing the shop and some of the items and stats that were provided by the creator. On top of this, there would of course be a dedicated leaderboard to truly fuel the competitive nature of the hardcore PKers. Honestly, these ideas do sound amazing, and I'd love for Jagex to add some sort of new and refreshing way to approach PvP and give us something to us PvP lovers to engage with in RuneScape. Especially ones like this that encourage fair 1v1s but also give enough incentive for us to continue playing. Moving away from the more complex creations, let's appreciate a much more simpler one. This one is a beginner clue scroll idea by Regenitor, and it is inspired by the Temple Trekking NPC. What it would be is various color variations that give free-to-play players a chance to experience just a little bit more. It'd be a total of 6 variations to match free-to-play god armors, 1 kit for each color, and it can be attached to any bronze to ruined shortsword, longsword or scimitar also included. This makes them untradeable, however, but the process could be reversed at any time by returning both items. And honestly, this is one of the best beginner clue scroll ideas, completely catered to free-to-play and isn't lackluster by any means. I think it's a great idea, and I hope Jagex picks this one up for sure and gives those free-to-play members a little bit more to do. The next piece of suggested content comes from the user Questyboi, and is an elite pest control lander. It'd be pest control but for 4 to 6 players and would include new rewards. In order to access the elite lander, players would have to be over level 100 and have completed at least 20 games of any other landers. The gameplay would consist of 4 portals that the players need to destroy, and unlike other difficulties, however, the Elite Lander is a more linear experience intended for those 4 to 6 players. Portals 1, 2, and 3 are all active and would spawn the pests from the beginning of the game. The first portal unlock will always be Portal 1. The players need to act quickly to destroy this one because the portal is right next to the Void Knight with nothing keeping the pests away from them. After the first portal is destroyed, the other portals will at random lose their barriers, and once all 3 barriers are destroyed, the locked gate to the south will unlock and the 4th portal will activate. Once this portal loses its barrier, the players need to destroy it, and unlike other portals, this one will have 400 health points. However, finally, after the barrier is destroyed, a new monster, the Pest Queen, will emerge from the collapsing portal. There's a lot of information on this, and I don't think I explained it the best because I found it a little bit hard to explain it, but there's definitely some information on the Pest Queen herself, including attacks, weaknesses, etc. And this is where I have to encourage you guys to check the original post because I feel they definitely explain it better than I can. However, there is potential rewards which I wouldn't mind taking a look at. One of the rewards would be a Void Knight Deflector. This would be a new shield slot item that acts as any one Void armor piece, allowing you to swap out a Void glove, top or bottom, for any other armor piece and retain the Void set effect, which that sounds cool, to be honest. And another reward would be the Pest Princess, which would be a pet that could potentially have an option to transmorg into any other pests. I mean, honestly, it sounds really complete, and it would diversify the pet control grind, introduce requested pets, and add new bosses, and would just be a solid piece of content all in all. What do you guys think? Definitely let me know. I think this one might be one of my favorites. Anyways, last thing we'll talk about today is yet another team-based concept called Grand Theft Gielinor by OSRS Lartzi. This one would be an instant-based thieving minigame with a team size of 3 players. You try to steal pricey items from different vaults and banks around Gielinor, and the basic concept and idea is to steal all these different bank vault items without being spotted. The vaults can be opened only with the correct combination of various keys. The tricky part, however, would be that the keys can be in the hands of patrolling guards, hidden in the building, or even locked in a chest that must be pickpocketed. It'd be basically randomized every single time. Before each mission, your team will get hints as to where the keys are, so you can, make things a little bit more fun, not just frustrating. And in turn, you're rewarded with theft points for completing the game, and you can use them at the warrens for thieving equipment or other different type of perks to actually upgrade your current equipment. There's a lot of details, and even the levels and different examples are featured, but you guys can read more about it in the original post. However, I think this is completely amazing, and I still definitely stand by any piece of content or idea that encourages group play. I mean, I'm someone who really just enjoys playing with friends and other people. Every piece of content that encourages this, I can get behind, honestly. Anyways, that's just about everything we've got for today. Let me know what you liked most in this video, and feel free to leave any sort of feedback in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, however, then hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.